Might have been the wrong pick.
No. Just as we come into YouTube, I'll say though, the black market weed was way better than the dispensary shit.
That's a wild take.
That is a hot take, actually.
Not if you live in Burlington or Vermont.
Sorry, I didn't know you had a game like that.
Yeah. Like literally all the homeless people. Hello, YouTube. All the homeless people that like. So my friends likes talking to homeless people, and we'd be like, "Why are you here? Like, it's fucking cold. Like, why would you come to Vermont to like stake out?" And they'd be like, "Drugs are better here, dude." Like, oh, all right, can't argue with that.
That's why you exist. It's fair enough.
Okay.
Greg, you look tired.
2 a.m., isn't it?
Oh, I look tired?
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't think I
Isn't
ever
it
What are you doing in London?
spring break.
fucking around?
Cool.
I came to see the kangaroos, then I learned that was Australia, so
Nah,
not the same country.
I'll get you every time.
Maybe.
All right, here we go. Oh, the Europa League intro music, also the Ocho Trivia League music. If you watch the Europa League today, you're having a great day. But if you're watching the Ocho, you're about to have an even better day. Oh, fuck. Well, I'm not having a great day. I forgot to put the statistics to watch in, but that's okay. We have Frankchester United taking on Mentally Illest. Two good records, two playoff records, especially with the way some teams are performing this year. Chicken Hawks. So Mentally Illest are 7-3. Frankchester United just a game behind at 6-4. Points per game are pretty close, just about a half point to split the two. 10.6 for Mentally Illest, Frankchester United at 10. Off the cuff statistic to watch. I think I would say Frankchester United are up there for most snake bitten team this year with Pool Boy. I think that their record is probably more realistically closer to 7-3 or 8-2 than 6-4. One of the games that they were snake bitten in was a game that I played in, so I can attest to that. Mentally Illest, I would guess that this is their hottest start 10 games in. I don't know if you guys can corroborate that, but I feel like you guys have played extremely well to start this year, and obviously we're coming into the home stretch now, so just got to round it out for a top playoff seed. Last week, both teams picked up W's. The Macabros got smoked 12-4 by Mentally Illest. Night Pandas, who have played everybody close this year, another 1 point loss for them, 7-6. Don't know if you saw our game last night. They sent in a gaff, an accidental first name was incorrect, and they had already given the correct answer before saying final, and so we were able to steal that and beat them by 2. It's pretty funny.
On a niche?
No, on their double.
Oh, on a double.
Yeah. So, and on a question we didn't know, it was Darren McFadden. They said DeMarco McFadden after saying Darren McFadden 4 or 5 times while discussing it, and then we stole it. Yeah. So that sucks. But anyway, Night Pandas aren't playing. Frankchester United and Mentally Illest are, and their first category tonight is rugby terms. This is your sports other. Would anybody like to double?
I talked about rugby literally like 2 minutes before we hopped on, but I know nothing about rugby.
I have a call a friend for this, so we should not phone a friend.
Brian, Andrew, what do you guys think? Anybody watch rugby?
Not really.
Nope.
Okay, I don't either. So we will not double.
All right. So the Ocho's token 1 rugby question per season is this. For Mentally Illest, you're going first every time. The name for the primary method of scoring in rugby. It is worth 5 points and occurs when a player places the ball on the ground with downward pressure between or on the goal line and the dead ball line.
Oh, is this a try?
Try, yeah.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
think it's a try. All right, we'll go try final.
That's
They're
a little
wrong.
quiet, so we'll
They are
crank
wrong.
it. No. I'm just having trouble with the buzzer. It won't go. Try it again.
I was really going to be surprised if that was wrong.
That is correct. Don't worry about that. All right. Can you guys see the scoreboard, or is it all gray?
We can see it.
Okay, good. 1-0 for Frankchester United to tie it up. A means of restarting play after a minor infringement. It involves up to 8 players from each team, known as the pack or forward pack, binding together in 3 rows and interlocking with the opposing team's front row. At this point, the ball is fed into the gap between the 2 forward packs, and they both compete for the ball to win possession.
Is this a scrum?
Yeah, you go with that.
The only rugby term I know, and that sounds like it.
Do you want me to call? Because I don't know.
Phone a friend?
Yeah, I have a cousin that played rugby in college.
Yeah, why not? Why don't we just use it on him?
It says somebody named Frank is in the waiting room.
That's me getting on my computer so I can use my phone to call somebody.
Okay. I'm going to wait to admit that so I don't stop the timer.
Or phone a friend anyway. But
Okay.
yeah, I'll just do it. You have to wait. You have to accept me for me to join and call.
All right. I didn't mess up the timer anyway. So you're going to use your phone a friend?
Yeah. Right?
Okay. Sounds like it.
Oh, Frank, your computer's muted.
And my video's not on. Okay, hello. See if I catch him.
Stopwatch ready.
And I'm calling him.
What's up, Obi?
Hello, cousin. I have a trivia question for you. It is a
Oh, great.
rugby term, a means of restarting play after a minor infringement. It involves up to 8 players from each team, known as the pack or forward pack, binding together a scrum.
That's good.
Okay, yeah, final. Thank you, David.
Scrum is correct.
Good confirmation.
Well, you were right,
So-
so feel really good about it.
Oh, what the
Hell yeah.
fuck?
All right.
Oh, this has happened before.
Nice.
Yeah, making me watch ads because
Okay.
you know I ain't paying for Microsoft.
Now we're getting ads on the Oak Show.
Yeah, deal with it.
Gone downhill, dude.
That's really
You cannot make me pay for Office 365. Not happening. Return to work, bitch. 1-1. So, there's your rugby category. If you know any rugby terms, those are probably the 2 you know. So nothing too brutal there. Stardew Valley's a niche. This is for mentally illest. Is this the debut of Stardew Valley?
Yeah.
Thought
Did you
maybe.
play this, Spencer?
I have played. I've dabbled very briefly. Not a game that I'm overly familiar with. But Gus is the owner of what Pelican Town location?
Steven, do you know this?
I know what it is. I'm trying to think what the name of it is.
I don't. Is there a name beyond just the generic name?
I think I actually know this.
I don't know if there's a name beyond the generic name.
I don't think there is.
Okay, then fire it.
Saloon?
I'm going to
Yeah.
ask you to be more specific.
I don't know the specific name for it.
This niche was a mistake for sure.
Need an answer?
Pelican.
Gus's Saloon. Go for it.
Gus's Saloon?
Pelican.
Gus's Saloon. Final.
Incorrect. Chance to steal.
That's what I was gonna say. The Pelican Saloon.
That's what I was thinking for generic names. I play this game, but I don't know the Pelican Town location very well. Let's just do that. Yeah. The Pelican Saloon. Final.
Yeah, because it's a niche, I definitely have to go for the specific name. This is the Star Drop Saloon.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
But
That's
no,
fair.
that was gettable. I wanted to say Starfruit, but
Okay, 2010 to present anime. Running from 2016 to 2022, this anime follows 8th grader Shigeo Kageyama, an esper who works as an assistant to a con man and self-proclaimed spirit medium.
We can't see the screen.
No,
I
I
can
can.
see the screen.
Oh,
It's Mob Psycho 100 final.
That's correct. Mob Psycho 100.
It's a very
why
good
can't I see
show.
the screen?
You should watch it. I don't know, but it's
Not
good to
sure.
know.
What do you see, Craig?
I see your face.
They're
You
on
should
your
rejoin.
Fuck. Yeah, you might want to rejoin.
You want me to log out? Yeah.
Yeah.
What a gift that is to see Spencer.
Yeah, I don't know about that, bro.
All right, guy tries to be nice sometimes. All of a sudden,
Trying to get points, dude. You're trying to get points. I know what you're doing. Sucking up.
you
All
know
right.
what, man?
Any
You
better,
think I
Craig?
need to suck
I
up to
still see
Spencer?
your face. I don't know what to do. Should I draw it on my phone instead?
Yeah, try that. See what
Whatever,
happens with
whatever
that.
fixes the problem, yeah.
Guy tries to spread positivity.
Can you change
all
the
of a
view?
sudden,
Or is
problem.
it
The needs of the many over the needs of the few. Who
Few
said that?
options fit
No
to win.
points,
I don't
but
know.
I got
that's
it.
the situation
I got
we're
it.
in. Okay.
Got it? All right. Hell yeah.
Sounds good. Moving on. NBA 10-year rewind. This is a little category I like to do for my major sports. We're talking about the NBA in this case exactly 10 years ago. So the 2014-2015 season. Would anybody like to double?
You want to double this?
Might be the last time I played 2K though. That sounds okay.
This seems
We
like a
will not
saving
double.
category.
No, I don't think so.
Okay.
Okay.
Very
So for
specific.
mentally ills first. 10 years ago, this Western Conference team replaced head coach Rick Adelman with Flip Saunders.
I want to say the Wolves.
That sounds cool. I mean, Steven's gonna know it if we don't, so that's the problem. But
Oh, I would assume so, but I think Flip Saunders coached the Wolves. I don't remember Rick Adelman, but
Do we have an NBA phone a friend?
I don't think so.
Jim is unavailable.
Yeah, all of my friends are unavailable.
emotionally or physically?
I think it's the Wolves.
Gotta let it. We gotta send it.
All right. Wolves final.
Correct.
Nice.
The Minnesota
Hold on.
Timberwolves.
Nice. Thank God.
Can we?
Double.
Can we? If we're gonna be specific, you gotta say Timberwolves now.
All right.
That's the team nickname.
Yep, same thing for Frankchester.
Welcome back to
Home team
Naples.
gets a nice little advantage on this. 10 years ago, this Eastern Conference team replaced interim head coach John Lawyer with Stan Van Gundy.
Detroit Pistons final.
Detroit.
Why
is
do
correct.
you not double NBA questions, man?
I
You
thought
do this
I was
every
afraid I was
time.
gonna get who is the league leader in some stat.
Yeah. Saturday morning staples. This is about cartoons. I'll be even more specific. This is about 80s cartoons. Would anybody like to double?
Oh,
I mean, Steven, I know you're a boomerang guy.
Usually people go for
Oh.
90s for this, but I decided we'll go to.
I don't think
Gen
I'm
X
not
stuff.
that confident on this.
All right.
this is so brutal not to, but yeah, let's not.
I don't want to double Craig. What about you?
I love Boomerang.
No,
as a
I don't.
kid.
I don't really know. They're like that.
Okay, me either. Well, yeah.
All
It
right,
was 90s, maybe.
Good, yeah, good call.
90s I feel
mentally ills,
confident too.
considering Boomerang is mainly 60s and 70s, and this is going to be 80s. Name the 80s cartoon based on the screenshot.
Oh, Jesus. My dad would know this for sure.
Oh,
Is it like He-Man or
He-Man?
something? That's what I
He-Man.
was
Maybe.
I think it's He-Man.
Let it rip. Don't give him any more time to think about it.
He-Man final.
I think
I know this. This is
This is Thundercats.
Thundercats final.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Thundercats.
Did a reboot later on. Yep.
What the heck?
I should have doubled this.
I totally knew that.
Yeah, I should have doubled this.
Oh, we're gonna
Thundercats is correct.
smoke this
Yo, the
game.
Thundercats reboot went crazy in
was
like
a good show,
2011
yeah.
or whatever. Yeah.
I went and watched this because I watched that.
Hey, shout out Snarf. right
Let me
here.
think of-
One of the
let me think of
GOAT
this one.
animated characters of all time, Snarf. He only says Snarf. Got Tigro and Panthera.
Oh, is that
Great
the
show.
little thing creature there?
Yeah, yeah. He just says Snarf. For Frankchester. Name the 80s cartoon based on the screenshot.
This is Inspector Gadget.
Yes, it is. Finally,
Yeah.
Craig.
Inspector Gadget final.
No,
No, I didn't know.
that is Inspector Gadget.
Yeah, we should have doubled that. I don't know why I was worried.
Okay, 6-2. Plenty of time to make it up. You can start right here with 18th Dynasty Egypt, Anish. For the first 22 years of his reign, Thutmose III was co-regents with who?
Hatshepsut final.
Imagine that. Steven takes no time to get an Egypt dynasty question correct. 6-4, just like that. 2010's MLB lineups is Franchester's second and final niche for the night. Name the missing player who played his whole career with the team from this 2013 lineup.
Um,
And the numbers is how many games that they started that season.
everyone I can think of played for multiple teams. Bobby Abreu final. It's not right.
That's incorrect. Chance to steal.
I have a guess. Brian, do you have any thoughts on this?
No, I couldn't think of anybody.
I don't know why, but for some reason, no, he played for another team. That I was gonna say Jason Worth, but
No, he played for the Nationals.
he played for the Nats too. Yeah.
I can't think of any Phillies
Who's
out.
the Phillies left fielder
Yeah.
in this era?
I
10
can't
seconds.
Phillies.
5 seconds.
Jason.
3, 2, 1. Correct. This guy played for 6 seasons in the MLB, all 6 with the Phillies. Dominic Brown.
He was good for like 1 year.
He's good for 2 years by the looks of his stats on Baseball Reference. The most oppressed class. Can anybody guess what this is about before I reveal?
Rich billionaires.
Gamers. Come on, guys. This is about gamers. This is about video games.
Gamers.
Yeah, it's about video games.
Can we double this?
About video games. Do you want to double this, Frank?
I want to double it. Yeah, I
All right, let's
certainly
double it.
The
do.
most oppressed class is gamers.
I
This
like
is gamer memes. I have a good shot.
So you guys
This
doubling?
is a tough draw against Frank.
Yeah, this is not good for
Hey,
us.
if
Hey,
there's two
double it.
This whole
teams,
game has
if,
been a tough draw against Frank.
if there's 2 teams I felt good about making this category for, it'd be you guys. So
I do appreciate the credit.
Not only that, but it's high Frank too. We're in trouble.
Yeah, I was gonna say
Alright.
that probably helps me for this question.
Frankchester are going to go ahead
Dustin
and
Lovely. He's
throw
on
the
PEDs.
double up there.
PDs, bro.
Mental illness.
First
Here's your
Spencer
question
game.
for 1 point. Sucker Punch has developed 3 well-known PlayStation exclusive series: Sly Cooper, Ghost of Tsushima / Yotai, and this PS3/PS4 superhero franchise with a focus on choosing between good and evil power sets that has received installments in 2009, 2011, and 2014.
Superhero franchise. With 3. Was there a game series called like Injustice?
Do we have a phone friend for this?
Probably.
I can't think of one. Andrew, would your brother know this?
No, Michael wouldn't know shit.
With Mark?
No. Maybe, but Mark's in bed. What is it? Yeah, it's 9:27. He wakes up at 5 in the morning for work.
Five seconds.
All I can
All
think
right,
of
we're gonna use a phone a friend. I'm gonna call my buddy Jack.
All right.
All
We'll
right.
try. I don't know if he's gonna answer. Brian, you keep thinking, brother.
Yeah, I mean, I got nothing other than what I said.
Frank, be honest. We already burned a phone a friend. Do you know it?
No.
Are you asking me?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm not sure that I know it. I have a name, but I'm not sure that it's right.
I hear you too. I mean, I have a thought, but I don't think it's correct, and I don't even want to throw it out because I know it's not correct. I don't
Please
think
leave your message.
Oh,
Brutal.
that's tough. All right. 15 seconds.
Look, I mean,
Okay, so I mean, it's superheroes, and it's not really superheroes, but like
10 seconds.
Kingdom Hearts.
Brian,
no.
go with what your thought was.
All right, we'll just say Injustice final.
Injustice is incorrect. That is a superhero game franchise.
Yeah, it is a superhero game franchise. That was the first thing that came to my mind, but it didn't have 3
It's not like
installments.
it's not Arkham Asylum. Is that a stupid answer?
I just don't. The good and evil power sets is throwing me off hard. Because I wanted to say like Batman, because that got 3 games. Wanted to say like God of War, but I don't think there was good and evil power sets in that.
I think Batman's a good guess.
I'm fine with going like Batman, Arkham, whatever.
Yeah. Is it just called Arkham?
I think it's the Arkham series, yeah. So
You
we'll,
give the
we'll do
name.
that for final.
Arkham has 4 games. That's Rocksteady.
Fuck.
So this is not like a licensed franchise or anything. This is their own creation, Infamous. So there's
I know of the
Infamous,
game.
Infamous 2, and Infamous Second Son. So it's like in the first 2 you have like blue lightning if you're good or red lightning if you're bad.
It was like a lightning. I remember that.
Yeah.
I do remember
And then
this. I didn't know there was a third game.
Second Son is really cool. Your powers is like based on smoke and neon. So you can like use like neon signs as your power source, or you could use like chimneys as your power source, which is really random but very cool.
That's pretty cool.
All right. So for 2 points on the other side, Insomniac has developed multiple hit series which all originated on PlayStation, including Spyro, Ratchet and Clank, and this alternate history FPS series on the PS3 that features humanity's war against an alien species called the Chimera. It received core installments in 2006, 2008, and 2011.
All right, I'm almost positive I know what this is. Do you guys have any ideas though?
Oh, you go with you. I mean, I might.
I just don't know if they had 3 games.
What is it?
I'm gonna say Resistance.
Okay, I mean that's.
But was that Insomniac, bro? That was in their heyday though, when they were popping off with Ratchet and Clank.
They did Spider-Man, right?
Oh, Insomniac did do Spider-Man. Does it have 3 installments though back then?
That was recently. That's just all I know them from.
Oh man.
I'd say go with it.
Frank, this is yours.
I'm gonna say Resistance. Final answer.
Resistance is correct. Spider-Man, not an alternate history FPS. So
That's
that
true, but
that
it
would
did
be
have
the thing.
might have had 3 games. Did Resistance have a
Yes.
3rd game? I didn't know that either.
Resistance 3, yeah, and actually had a 4th game on PSP. That's why I said core games.
Okay, I did not know that.
PSP is a
Yeah.
legitimate console.
Yeah. Yeah, so underrated games for sure.
I played the first one. It was fun.
Yeah. Originally, this was Ratchet and Clank, but I'm like, if I say the game series is a platformer based on weapons with 9 installments, like,
No,
you kind of
it's
fucking
just
know.
Ratchet and Clank. It's only
Yeah.
the only game.
I guess that's why they call it World War II. This is about lesser known participants in World War II. Metolius, would you like to double?
Steven, what do you think?
I mean, it's not an area that I know particularly well, but it's probably the best we're gonna get. What have we
Doesn't-
not gotten? We haven't gotten a football question.
Well, I don't.
So
think
I will
that's
tell you,
for us to double.
just for your own purposes and understanding how my game works, cartoons was pop culture, video games was host choice.
Okay.
You still have college sports, you have a sports major. You have another
Yeah.
host choice.
Other host choice.
I feel like we gotta double it then.
I mean, doesn't Craig teach history, or am I misremembering that?
Yeah, no, this is a bad team to double history into, especially an area that we
No,
don't know.
I
But we're
skipped
already
World War
down.
II, so I'm really bad at it.
Okay.
I don't
But
believe
is
that.
there an art history question we can double?
This is probably our best shot, and I feel like we're already down. We got to go for it.
All right.
We're down 4, man. We
No, I
we
know.
need. We gotta like this needs to be
Yeah,
one that
and
we
I
get
don't
or it
know.
doesn't
I don't
matter.
know what could come up
Yeah.
that would be better suited for. So
Okay. For 2 points. Naval forces from the southern hemisphere country joined U.S. and British ships during the Battle of the Atlantic. It also hosted the largest American airbase outside of American territory.
Is this an independent country? I don't know if that's a clarifying question. That's
Yeah, this is a sovereign, independent nation.
okay. Well, it's one of 2.
is it?
Yeah.
Okay. I can think of one that I don't think makes sense for like Battle of the Atlantic, but makes sense for largest airbase. But
I
About
think
5 seconds.
it's Brazil. We're
Need
gonna
an
final
answer.
Brazil.
Brazil is correct. They had some top of the line naval power at this time, apparently. I learned that. They got really pissed off because the Nazis were sinking their merchant ships, and so they said, "Fuck it, we're sending the boys over there to fight."
To participate.
They're
Shout
the
out
only
Brazil.
country that was like
You know what?
competitive
We
enough to
appreciate
participate
that.
from the southern hemisphere.
Shout
Yeah.
out Brazil.
Yeah, with it, I had to change it to Southern Hemisphere because South America it just limited it way too much for
Yeah.
early 1940s. For 1 point for Frankchester, this Asian country became known as quote the bridge to victory unquote after they joined the Allied forces in 1941. They were effectively forced to do so after British and Soviet forces invaded and ousted their leader during Operation Countenance due to the nation's refusal to remove German nationals.
Gonna take a guess and say it's not Japan.
I don't think it's Japan. That's why I haven't said that yet.
I'm thinking Indonesia.
Could it also be? I don't want to throw stuff out there actually, but I do have another country I was thinking about. Do you think Indonesia, Craig?
Maybe. I don't know. That's it.
Do you like Indonesia more than the Philippines?
Philippines was a U.S. territory.
Oh, was that? Okay, then
Yeah.
let's do Indonesia.
Indonesia final.
Incorrect.
I guess it was Malaysia.
Malaysia.
Do you know that?
No,
I thought Thailand maybe, but it could be Malaysia.
I don't think Thailand's ever been like invaded. I think Thailand's had
Soviet
15
though.
seconds.
That's the other factor here.
I know.
We'll go Malaysia final.
Wrong part of Asia.
Vietnam.
Mongolia.
Iran.
Okay.
Literal bridge. Yeah, between
Yeah.
the two bodies of water.
Okay. That makes sense.
And they had, I didn't expect you to know this part, but they had a significant amount of German workers. They
Because
had,
German petroleum.
yeah. And they refused
should've known
to extradite them.
Oh yeah, and then there was like the whole like BP thing with the Shah and okay.
Creator clashes.
Yeah.
This is about social media beefs. This is my other host choice.
I'm so glad we doubled history.
Yeah. I was hoping nobody would have. It was like, we're not going to do a sports double, but maybe that other host will be. I was like, please don't anybody bring their double to this horse shit. All right. Here we go. While they used to co-host a podcast together, Even Klein of H3H3 Productions and this political streamer actively hate each other now and have gone back and forth with constant criticism of one another, chiefly due to the renewed hostilities. I don't know why it says on there. The renewed hostilities of the Israel-Palestine conflict.
This political streamer is
My
tripping.
only guess as
Go-
like a political streamer on the other side would be Hassan,
Yeah,
or
I
like
think go with that. I think that might be
fair.
right. I
I
think
know
I've
it's
seen
not
that on
Trisha
Reddit.
Paytas. I'll tell you what.
Hassan Piker. Then
I think that might be right.
all right. I can't think like name another political streamer on the left. Like
I think let it rip. I think let it rip.
Hassan Piker. Final.
Don Piker is correct.
This other
Even
one better
Klein,
be that easy, by the way. That was the like most notable beef of like the last
yeah,
3
that's pretty
years.
common beef. I think if you're chronically online, they're both really easy.
Y'all are really online.
Yeah.
I don't need to be a chronicle line in this one.
Yeah. Ethan Klein did host a podcast with Trisha Paytas, though. Shout out Andrew for knowing that.
Frenemies and
Yeah.
I did like the H3 podcast. Like,
All right, here we go. I'm not gonna make any comment about that shit. Tati Westbrook, a beauty and cosmetics influencer, famously called out this influencer from the same community in 2019 for promoting a rival product to hers and for his problematic and allegedly criminal sexual behavior in a seminal video titled "Bye
I
Sister."
love this one.
I know this one too.
It's the gay guy. It's the
Is it
super
Shane
flamboyantly gay. No, it's the super flamboyantly gay guy.
Yeah, the one
James
who looks like a
Charles.
girl.
James Charles, yeah.
James Charles, final.
James Charles is correct.
Let's go. I
might have-
almost
you
Shout
might
forgot
have
out
about
found
that.
her,
Frankchester
like-
United for
Ugh.
coming through, breaking stereotypes, and getting a James Charles question.
I thought it was going to be the one sliver of the internet that they wouldn't.
Yeah.
I
No,
really,
Frank,
to be honest
Yeah.
with you, wouldn't have thought you would have got
Y'all
that
thought you were
either.
getting KSI Logan Paul, not a fucking chance.
We
That's what I
described
thought I
her
was getting. Come on.
the gay
Hey,
guy
shout
who
out
looks like a
Frank.
girl.
We got smoked in a bowl. This is college football. This is about big blowouts in college football bowl games. No doubles, no fun friends. In the 2023 Citrus Bowl, LSU smacked this Big Ten
Ooh.
team 63-7, the third biggest blowout in any bowl game.
Before I started watching college football. I
Steven,
feel like I know what the next one's going to be.
Steven, I'm like basically ceding to you here. I don't. Was the Citrus Bowl a playoff?
No, I don't think so.
Okay, so it was just outside the playoff then?
But it is New Year's 6, I think.
Yeah. So one of the better Big Ten teams, I would imagine.
Yeah. We will go Penn State final.
Chance to steal.
I think this is Purdue.
Purdue. Okay, I like that.
I think.
Purdue final.
Big pull. Purdue is correct.
That's crazy. What were they doing in a
Man.
Citrus Bowl?
Yep. That Purdue's like best ever year. Well,
Yeah,
I don't know
really good
shit to be
luck
honest, but
year.
as far as I've been watching or aware of college football, by far Purdue's best year. For Frankchester, a chance to put this away now. In the 2023 Orange Bowl, Georgia demolished this ACC school 63-3, the second biggest blowout in a bowl game.
This is Florida State.
That's real easy.
Yeah.
Who's that coming down the track?
Right?
Yeah.
Florida State final.
Unfortunate timing.
Oh yeah.
Damn.
This category this is one I've had made forever. Can't hit this. MLB is about the current state of the MLB. Pitchers that are playing real well. This AL East pitcher leads the league in ERA so far. In his 4 starts, he has posted an ERA of just .77 across 23.1 innings.
Who's the Straight up.
I was looking at this the other day, but I can't remember.
I have a name
Yeah.
playing real well, but
What's your name?
Drew Rasmussen for the Rays, who's oddly
Yeah.
ripping it.
Yeah, that works for me. I can't think of anybody else. Like, I mean, I know other AL East pitchers, but none that would be this good.
I think this is Drew Rasmussen final.
Correct.
I'm gonna be honest, I've paid more attention to hitters than pitchers this year. I know Max Fried has been really good to start the year. Max Fried final.
I believe Max Fried is second in lowest ERA. This is Chris Bassett of the Toronto Blue Jays.
Should have known that. He shut out the Mets.
All right. Final question for Frankchester. This AL Central pitcher leads the league in strikeouts thrown with 34. He has started 4 games and pitched 23.2 innings.
Cole Reagan's final.
God damn it.
Is that right?
I had to
That
confirm
is
that.
correct.
That is correct. Yep.
That is correct. Yeah.
Yep. So they go ahead and push it to 12. Much closer game than the score would tell you. So coming into the home stretch here, Mentally Illest takes on a wounded Chicken Hawks team, a chance to all the end of their season. I'll be in attendance for that one. I wish I could be a phone a friend as well, but we know the new rules. Frankchester United taking on the Scarlet Knights, whose accusations have come back roaring. I'll tell you what, you might want to take a look at categories 6 and 9 against their Chicken Hawks game. I didn't make the accusations. An anonymous member of the Chicken Hawks did. So if anybody watched this far, there's a little nugget of league drama for you.
Was it
So,
Leaf?
no.
No.
So there you go. It's down. Who are the other 2 players? Okay. Anyway, but
And
yeah.
they had a sub. I'll tell you that.
Leaf would not have been
Yeah.
anonymous. So
Yeah. So I think Frankchester United are in really good shape now to go ahead and make the playoffs. Not that Mentally Illest are in any danger of missing with that loss, but like I said, they can just about knock the Chicken Hawks out. So big one next week. Thanks for playing.
Good game, y'all. Thanks for hosting.
Good game, guys.
Game.
Appreciate it, Spencer.
Good to see y'all.
You too.